Basically, you said you're confident that you will get endorsement from your members on some of these issues, particularly you were bringing up climate change. Now, I wonder, talking to some of your affiliated members here, although they seem very environmentally aware, but still it's clearly profit that drives a lot of what they want to do. So I was wondering how you think you can get around that. And also in terms of other members, like I think it was India after Davos, said that they weren't too happy that climate change should be part of the UNWTO mission when there are other UN agencies that can do that.
Well, as far as the private sector members are concerned, I think it's always going to be a challenge to get them to shift to something which is probably going to increase their costs or open exposure to taxation. That's one of the fundamental issues here. However, they've all been on the same planet as the rest of us. They've heard, this isn't an issue inside the tourism goldfish bowl. This is an issue which is being played out at a global geopolitical level. And the private sector at the end of the day are not stupid. They know that the sustainability of their business is that it has to conform to the global evolving norms, and the lives of their kids are the same as anybody else's. So I'm not too worried about the position of the private sector. And on the question, I don't want to take a particular issue with a member, but you referred to India specifically. I think we answered the question on the floor in London, and the same question the same answer is here. We have never suggested in any of the position papers that we have put out that we are trying to in any way usurp or take a role in the UNFCCC negotiations. These are sovereign states who negotiate inside that body. What we have said is that there's a tourism dimension to the issue of of climate change, and it's terribly important that the tourism sector's viewpoint be brought into play within those negotiations and through the medium of the UN Secretary General's roadmap that he's putting forward. And thirdly, for ourselves going forward, no matter what happens in the UNFCCC processes, the tourism sector has to do these four things: adapt, mitigate, embrace technology, and secure financing. And that's quite separate from the UNFCCC negotiations. I think after the London meeting, we felt that the point had been cleared, although we do acknowledge that it's a strong point for the Indian delegation, and it's a point that they may well have to make.